Suns fall in Orlando, 115-111. Magic with their 40th win. The Suns picked up win number 42 last night against the Grizzlies, TC. And as we talked about in the pregame show, that guarantees a winning season for the Suns, as many projected them to be in the low 30s, maybe mid-30s at best.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's been one of those seasons with guys getting injured. And right now, Tom, the toughest job of anybody in the organization is Coach Ott. Try and decide who's going to be on the floor in the fourth quarter. Wendell Carter was wearing them out on the glass. Man only played 3 minutes the first half. Who do you play, okay? Yeah. Jalen Green, I mean, it wasn't great, but he made a shot to win a game, and he wasn't on the floor either. So it's tough. Brooks was out there, and he was probably a little bit rusty. So Coach Ott right now has some decisions to make. Because when you're talking about what Goody does on the floor and what Reshier was doing on the floor, what we know Grayson can do, Colin can do, there's a lot of options out there for this team and what they're going to do. So finding the rotations that are going to work, and it may be different in games, but that's a tough thing to do.
And we've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks with the imminent return of Dillon Brooks. I mean, it's a puzzle for Coach Ott. He's under a microscope. Everybody's like, why is that guy out there? Why is this guy not playing? I mean, he has a lot of pieces. And over the last month with Dillon out, we've seen the rise of Man and Reshier. I mean, Goody's been there the whole time. But, I mean, definitely the players that he's utilized and been effective at times, when they're not out there, that's when it stands out.
Well, absolutely. But, I mean, he's been masterful in getting the right guys on there and pushing the right buttons and getting the team back in the games, and it's been that group, like last night with Goody and Reshier. And tonight, they got the Suns back in the game. But do you continue? Like last night, the starters never even came back in because that bench squad was so good. So it's just a tough thing to do, to push the right buttons and get the right guys out there. We know they're all going to play hard. But tonight it was like, oh, man, come on. This isn't quite working. And why? Because you get Dillon back and you get Grayson back. And then the other guys are slide down the list a little bit.
And the one thing in that locker room, there's no splintering.
Oh, no,
there's no finger pointing or why wasn't I out there? I mean, this is such a tight-knit group. BMW first half highlights. And the first 2 minutes of this game, we had techs on Brooks, Booker, and Bane. Then we had 2 fouls on Brooks and Book. They dealt with foul trouble all night long, but it started from the jump.
Absolutely. They looked at each other like they don't like each other. Brooks wasn't quiet about it. Devin wasn't quiet about it. And right there, he just, I think he went right through and got Colin in the schnoz, but it was
some sharp elbows.
It was a little chippy, which is kind of fun. Kind of fun to see.
What a sweet little handoff there from Oso to Gillespie, who knocked down 2 threes, was 4-14 from the field, finished with 10 points, fouled out of this game. And this is an Orlando team without Anthony Black, without Franz Wagner, and that's one of the couple of the reasons why they've struggled of late, and Reshier takes it in.
Yeah, they have. But Kane and Howard came in and got 12 points each. That really, their bench guys stepped up. There you see Reshier knocking down a corner three. He's gotten really good at that shot. But look at this right here. You can call him. He slides across the floor. It's just, it's fun to watch.
And this guy has become a 3-point ace. Second go-round with the Suns. When he was with us the first time, he did not have that kind of confidence in that shot.
Man. I thought he blocked that. It was a dunk, but, Reshier was all over that thing right there.
19 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists for Banchero in this one. And Booker taking the shots. The Suns getting to the free throw line along with the Magic. A lengthy second quarter with all the free throws. But the Suns were coming back. Orlando was up by 16. Suns got to within 3. Magic had 9 steals in the first half. And then Bane hits the shot at the buzzer to end the first half. So the Magic up 14. They forced 14 turnovers by the Suns in the first half, resulting in 21 points.
Yeah, and it came back in the second half. But the first half, the Suns ended up causing 21 turnovers on the Magic, or 25 turnovers on the Magic. So I thought the Suns picked it up defensively, but it was spurts, Tom. Really good defense, really good offense, really good defense, really good. They didn't really combine it like I thought they could have tonight, but you have to give Magic credit. Suggs was good. Banchero was really good. Bane was good. And Wendell Carter Jr. just killed him on the inside. And then the 2 guys came off the bench. So they found a way to have success tonight. And it wasn't good for the Suns. Obviously, we want to keep winning. But, man, I'll tell you what, there's a bunch of bodies out there. And once we figure out what those guys can do in right situations, it's going to be fun to watch.
Really physical defense by Orlando. So they're up 14 at the half. GCU's second half highlights and a strong start to the third quarter. The Suns open it with a 14-4 run. Book had 15 in the first half, adds 14 more in the third period, 9 of 11 from the line just in the third.
Yeah, he was absolutely terrific, masterful even, and Dillon comes out there, knocks down a three, gets another 2-point basket, but then he gets his foul, and here Jalen Green gets a steal, and ooh, you like to see that out there because Jalen has been playing some good defense, and obviously he knows how to score the basketball. Wasn't out there in the fourth quarter, and Royce, when he's open, he had 4 threes tonight for this team. He's just so good at that shot right there. And this guy, Bane, oh, come on, man.
Everybody knew that was going to be a solid pickup coming over from Memphis for Orlando. They needed that consistent outside shooting. Jordan Goodwin knocked down 2 threes in this one. The run out to Reshier, and the Suns right there leading by 2 early in the fourth quarter, still up 2 in the fourth, and more Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, he's a load. He absolutely is. They played physical. This Orlando team, you can see why they've been good at times this season because they really can get after you when healthy. So they're still a little bit shorthanded, but Dillon makes a nice step back move right there. And that was nice to see. I mean, I love that move. I don't like him dribbling back and forth and going all around trying to go one-on-one, but I love that move right there. Yeah. And Desmond Bane, him and Booker don't like each other.
No, boy, that was obvious early in this game. When we come back on Suns Post Game Time, we're going to hear from the head coach from Orlando after his troops fall by 4.
Yeah, tremendous fight, like super physical game. Felt like a playoff game. Knew they would be desperate coming off the road. And, probably not a great response by us early. We weren't able to match their physicality, their intensity early. Then as the game wore on, especially in that third quarter, great response coming out of halftime. Down 14, tied up going in the fourth. Anyone's game down the stretch. Just a hard-fought game. Second night of a back-to-back, flying. Got here late. Guys performed at a high level. We'll take a lot from this game.
In a bright spot, too, Devin Booker recording 18,000 career points. Just how do you see him continue to elevate his game?
Yeah, I've obviously only been here for a year, but from afar and then watching him on a day-to-day basis, that's what it is. It's such a consistent human and player. Just his ability to compete every second that he's out there, play the right way on the offensive end. He stirs us all. He's the guy that we go to and go through. And, just even in the fourth, I was like, how many minutes you got? And he's like, I could go in right now. That's just who he is. He just wants to go out there and compete, especially in these environments where it's the highest of high level of competitive environments. He wants to be in that fire.
And that's when he's been at his best in playoffs upcoming for the Suns.
What do you think he's going to say? I'll go 48, Coach. I'm ready to roll.
I'm good. I can sub me out.
Yeah,
he talked about the playoff intensity, and you could see that. You could feel it in the play-in tournament. Just a couple weeks away, 6 games left to go for the Suns in the regular season. 4 of them on the road. Nissan leading scorers, led by Devin Booker, knocked down 8 shots from the field, a couple of threes, 16 of 19 from the line. Then Bane had 21 for Orlando and 20 for Jalen Suggs.
Suggs was tough on Book, too. They were all over him. Bane was all over him. He earned his points because Book lived at the free throw line, but guess what? They were beating the heck out of him. And I missed the man in the fourth quarter when Wendell Carter Jr. was killing us. Ooh.
After this game in Orlando against the Magic, man, 4 straight games with multiple blocks, 2+ blocks. The last Suns rookie to do that, well, we talked about him in the first segment, Amari Stoudemire. That's impressive stuff.
You know what's even more impressive than that right there? He got 2 block shots in 3 minutes. 2 block shots in 3 minutes.
Could you imagine if he would have played 6 minutes?
He'd have 40.
40 blocks, okay.
20 minutes, 40 blocks.
Way to pump him up. Both he and
Reshier knocking down the shot from the corner. Yeah, you just love the guy's hustle plays. And that guy, nobody hustles more than that man. Gets a steal, goes down the other and drills
the quad
shot.
4-point play.
Beautiful. Right there, Jalen gets a steal and flush. Great play by Jalen.
I'm looking forward to this next game, too, against Charlotte. As we go places with our Valley Toyota dealers. They are up and down the floor. They've been playing some really good basketball. Had lost their last 2 games going into the game tonight against the Nets, but those were against Philly and Boston after winning 7 of their last 8.
Played well.
Knipple.
He's probably going to win. I don't know how they get Knipple from the way they spell it, but there's Marcin the Polish Hammer.
Marcin Thortot. great to see him.
Show that. That is hilarious.
Well, it's going to be a Duke reunion, although it might be kind of a pity party for those guys with Knipple, Grayson, and Man. But, all right, Amari, congratulations. But TC, you're everybody's Hall of Famer, man. I got a text from sportscasters here in town, the entire crew. Everybody feels you're a Hall of Famer, and so does Tuffy.